Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the TikTok with Beatrice, and we are onto the segment called Beyond the Status Quo. This is where we discuss things that sometimes we don't really want to talk about, or things that we are scared. We feel people will be judgmental whenever we want to air our opinion on such issues, all the unconventional details, all the unconventional things you can think of. This is what we talk about on this particular Beyond the Status Quo. Okay, so this particular segment is a way to make us reason beyond what we see in the status quo, beyond what we see now. What if it was this way? What if this was not in existence? What if this was done this way and all of that? It's more or less like what we do here. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you very much for sticking with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if this is your first time seeing my video, thank you so much. Please do to click on the subscription button just below this video. It's the red button, and turn on the post notification bell so that you can get notification whenever I post a new video. And if you enjoyed today's video, give me a comment and help me by clicking the thumbs up, which is the like button. And let's go right into today's video. So normally on segments like this, I would have just gone ahead to talk about a particular topic, okay, but I want to talk about this by giving a story. So by the time I'm done giving the story, I'm going to give my own opinion, and I want you to also tell me what you think of this particular story, right? So the story goes this way. So Beatrice is a 39-year-old woman. Is she young? A 39-year-old woman, and she's single. Yes. Now she has had her own fair share of relationship, and it's, should I say, turbulence and it's war and all of that. So it's kind of, should I say, make her have make her quite reserved in picking a partner. Now at 39, she has 3 suitors coming for her hand in marriage. 3. Now each of these 3 suitors she has possess a particular character. She herself as a human being feels like, okay, I cannot spend the rest of my life with somebody that has this particular kind of character. Now this is it's not like she's saying that the person she wants has to be perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect human being in the world, and we all know that. But when you're choosing your imperfections, you kind of have to choose an imperfection that you know you can actually be able to tolerate or live with. So the first guy that is asking her out, or that is on the list, happens to be an average working class young man. He's handsome, cool. Now the major problem with this particular guy is that this particular guy is abusive. Now when we talk about abuse, many persons automatically want to think of a physical and domestic violence. No, not physical abuse. This particular Mr. A is a kind of person that whenever he does something wrong, he really apologizes, and he feels like he doesn't really need to take permission or ask the opinion of his wife whenever he wants to cry or something. But that could have even been better. It only got worse when this person is the kind of person that, okay, if she does something wrong, he doesn't tell her. He'd rather she wallow in the wilderness of confusion as to what she has or what she might or might not have done. And he only comes to talk to her after he has inhaled and finished. And for this particular moment, he isn't just keeping quiet, he's giving her attitude. Maybe she might even request for money for something, or want to talk to him or something, or want to give a piece of information. As far as that moment is concerned, he doesn't pay attention to her at all. That is for Mr. A. Mr. B happens to be someone she likes. Yeah, she does like this person, but then looking at herself as a 39-year-old lady and who is barely earning an income above, I don't know, she's not earning up to 50,000 naira in a month. Now, this particular guy is unemployed, doesn't have work, and now in her mind or in her head, she feels like, okay, and I like Mr. B, but Mr. B is a kind of person that if she ends up marrying this kind of person, feeding will be a very big problem. A very big problem. Then she can't now decide that she will be married and then no one will have kids. And if she has kids, that kind of triples the problem, because you and I know how the economy of the country is, and of course you also know that, you know, coming to like how do I even put it? Coming to feeding, coming to rent and all of that. Well, she feels like even if she likes this particular person, the financial constraint they have is kind of quite should I say quite a good block for her, right? And for her, she doesn't really want to now get married to somebody and then start having financial frustration with this person, and then consequently leading to back and forth insult and quarrel. Now, the sixth person, the third person she has on her list happens to be a smoker. Now, apart from being a smoker, is a kind of person that cheats too. But for her, her body makeup and medically for her, she cannot even tolerate, you know, should I say, what should I say? She can't tolerate smokes, sipping and snuffing and all of that. Her body system is not tolerated, and this is something this person does as a hobby. Now, I am not saying that this person is addicted to smoking, but the person smokes, and for her, she doesn't want someone that smokes. She cannot use one, because if she's with someone that smokes, or whenever the guy smokes, now she is put in a very nauseous state, and you know, she's always reacting. Now, this whole story is based on a true life story, right? I have caught small, joined small, yeah, but it is actually a realistic story, and all these characters of male are there. Yes, they are there. So at this point, she doesn't know what to do. At this point, she feels like she cannot really settle for any of them, because the three of them have their own, should I say, major flaw that she cannot necessarily overlook. Now, if you were to advise her, what would you, or who would you rather she gets married to? Now, if it was your sister, you know, because it is easy to advise about people, but if imagine this is somebody you actually know and really want to advise this person, what would you have this person do? What would you advise this person to go on ahead and do? Now, I feel like it's a very dicey situation, and I want you to give me your feedback. I want you to tell me what you would do if you're in her shoes, or what would you advise such a person to do. Now, it's what I think. There's already this whole stereotype in the society, in the status quo, with an unmarried single, well, of course we're married or single, with an unmarried lady, and it feels like even if you achieve heaven and earth, nobody cares. As far as you are not having Mrs. Somebody attached to your name, well, you are not, you've not even started. No matter what your achievement, you've not started, right? Now, that is what we have in the status quo. But then let's look at it this way. At age 13 to like 28, let us even put that as a time frame. You've lived your whole life rejecting suitors because, as a girl, because you feel like, okay, there's one particular character that you cannot live with, one particular character that you feel like, what? And now, mind you, you cannot change anybody. You cannot let me marry this person, you don't change the person. You can't change the person. So now, as I was saying, through your teenage and youthful life, you've told yourself, okay, I am not marrying this particular person because of so reason. Now, does it actually make sense that because a girl is now at an advanced age, she actually settle for the same set of people, for the same set of men? I'm trying to type this thing because now, is it actually reasonable for her to settle for the same kind of men? She has been running away from all the while she was a youth or even a teenager because she wants to answer and visit somebody. Does it really make sense? Now, I know a lot of you a lot of you will tell me something like she married the person she loves. That one, the only problem that one has is money. See, money is a bigger problem than most people want to give credit for or want to accept. It's a very big problem. If you feel like, okay, you are earning, so if this particular, I would have advised her to go for second person. If this particular person was employed at all, or even, you know, should I say, earning a little, even if it's 3,000 naira a month, it's something, maybe they'll just give it to one child, but this particular person is unemployed. And another thing is, a whole lot of you will come on and like, a man can change in 1 minute, something can happen in the next minute. Now, that is a possibility. You know, you cannot really, it's a possibility and probability are not the same. It's possible and it's true. But she could also end up marrying this person and the person will actually not be employed. So we need to look at it from the both angles. So I feel like for me, if I was in this Beatrice shoe, I don't practice Beatrice kind of shoe lately, but no, anyway, the certain things that happen to people, nobody plans or pray for it, right? So for me, I wouldn't settle for less than what I want, no matter the age I'm getting. So it's personal, it's my own opinion. It's my own opinion. It's my own opinion. So the fact that I'm getting to 40 and I'm not seeing a man I'll get married to, it's not the reason why I'm not afford track to all those men I've been avoiding when I was a youth. I'm dating a particular boy as my boyfriend, and now my boyfriend is a cheat, and I feel like, okay, I cannot really deal with this. I left the relationship. I am not going to start getting married to a cheat at 40 because I want to get married to somebody. That doesn't make sense. So do not to, I really want you to tell me your opinion about this whole story I just told you. Give me your opinion. I would really like to hear from you. See, you guys, this my hair scarf. I didn't make my hair, so I'm trying to. So do not to give me your own thoughts on what you think about this story. What would you advise Beatrice to do? I look forward to hear from you below in the comment section. I'll see you next Thursday on an important table shaking conversation on Beyond the Status Quo. Please do not to subscribe, do a share link too. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye.